think the issue is that they use the word bust. I think it's just a connotation with that. It's almost as if you're saying like he really was a mistake almost.
If I could chime in with real quick, man, this is how I feel. This is how I feel. Listen, like you can't really give him the bust. I don't really give him the bust. Like I'll say somebody like this was a bust. Who was the cat's Tyree from Cleveland, from Canada, like in
Anthony Bennett?
Exactly. He's what you call a bust.
Who did he get picked over?
But I'm not sure, but he was number one. So regardless, he got picked number one.
I mean, who else was in his draft?
Right, that's what he's adding. Like, we'd have to look it up.
Yeah, we have to look it up. But with that being said,
ain't no way in hell whoever it was, if he was number, there was.
He lasted in the league 3 or 4 years. Kwame Brown lasted 12 years. Kwame Brown came out fresh out of high school with crazy ass Mike as your general manager, whatever, / player on there, along with old head Doug Collins on that super old head on you.
And you said that. You said Crazy Mike, and we really just found out how crazy Mike was.
How crazy Mike was. We didn't know that before.
Right.
He was
behind the scenes. Cats knew, but we ain't know that.
He wasn't in that circle.
And the ones who do the most talking, including the players. They didn't know that either. The younger players who played with Kwame, who didn't play with MJ.
Listen, MJ was breaking down grown men psychologically. So you got an 18-year-old kid who obviously looks up to this dude and is like, yo, MJ drafted me. You know, it's a dream come true. And then you get there and MJ is getting in your ass all the time.
But you ain't giving me a chance to develop. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's old MJ on top of that.
Exactly.
It's not young MJ.
Right.
Exactly.
It's the old MJ who's way more set in his ways. Like we all at a certain age right now, we're all a deeper level of who we used to be, right? So we're way more set in our ways. This is MJ who's set in his ways. He's made that money. Can nobody tell him nothing about nothing?
And this ain't Bulls MJ. This Wizards, I got stake in this team, Wizards,
right.
And I'm playing ball. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, MJ, obviously, he treats you the way, I guess, he himself would expect to be treated. I guess he expects you to respond to his, I don't want to call it abuse, but he expects you to respond to his treatment the way he will respond to somebody treating him like that.
What you're getting from MJ is treatment and mentality of 84, 83, and motherfucker, it's 2001.
Treatment or mentality of arguably the greatest basketball player ever.
Backstory on Michael Jordan. Not that I know this motherfucker, but they were, I guess it was probably '96 Olympics. Yeah, he walks up to a conversation that Charles Barkley was having with Mark Henry. I don't know if you know who Mark Henry is. He was a professional wrestler, retired, but prior to that, he was an Olympic power lifter.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, Mike just walks up and he looks at Mark Henry and he says, "Who the hell are you?" And Mark Henry, obviously, he knew who Michael Jordan was, but he was like, "Who the hell are you?" And I mean, he's a black human refrigerator.
Yeah.
So at that point, you know, Charles and be like, "Oh, like start," you know, what I mean. Chill, Mike. What's wrong with you? And
arrogance.
Not to mention, when he saw Mark Henry's reaction to "Who the hell are you?" Mike went into immediate apology mode, invited him to his birthday party that night. You know, like he wanted to be his homie now because Mark Henry was like, "Go to hell! Like I'm somebody too. Like I'm not just going to kiss your ass and bow down." And I remember another story where them talking about them practicing as the Bulls, and Robert Parrish, once they got him, tried to get into a confrontation with Robert Parrish during the practice, and Robert was like, "You're not going to just bitch to me like you would everybody else. I got hardware too, fam. Like I'm coming from
50.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm big, so I will knock you the fuck out, and I'm not taking it. So you know, it's just like any bully, if that's what you want to call him.
Yeah. But he demanded the best from the people around him, and I think that's what he was trying to bring out. But you know, a lot of people, I guess they fail to realize, look, there's a big difference between being a player and being a good player and being a good coach. A good coach, you got to be able to work with all the different types of personalities and things like that. So you got to find a way to bring the best out of different players.
You got to lead men.
That's where he failed.
But he wasn't even that. He wasn't even a coach. He was general.
The problem was he's a player coach.
Right.
And if you ever played with a player coach, hate it. No matter how good they are.
Yeah, facts.
You hate playing with a player coach.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, MJ was who he was. Like, we got to see Kobe grow up, right?
Yep.
So, in a different media age, where we had more access to him, right? And we're from Philly, where we got even more access to him. So we got to understand the personality type of MJ, because Kobe's the same type of person. You know what I mean? So I feel like even with the whole MJ thing, it's like, no, this is who I am. I can only understand me. I want you to be like me. I want you to work as hard as I do, harder than I do.
I don't understand that now.
You know what I mean?
I don't understand. Like, how could you not do it?
So if I spend my money on you and I pick you first and I have expectations of you, I'm going to work you as hard as I would work myself. And everybody can't do that because you got to have an MJ mentality. If they did that to LeBron, if MJ picked LeBron, he might not have been who he is right now.
Now is that part of
now I'm going to move the conversation over there,
no. I was going to say. I mean, is that part of the reason why some people might try to say he's a bust, because high school #1 draft picks that actually turned out to be really successful? Who you have? LeBron, right? Garnett.
I mean, he wasn't #1 overall, but yeah.
KG.
KG was kind of like the rebirth of it all. Dwight Howard was a #1 pick who came right out of high school.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I forgot that.
Yeah,
When did they pick T-Mac?
I mean, he was a man child.
Yeah, but you would consider him a
I seen
success.
his boy on the train one time for the inauguration. I saw the silhouette first. It looked like, remember the Dark Knight comic? Cartoon?
Yeah.
Just the silhouette. I was like, oh, that has to be Dwight Howard. Like, all I saw was the silhouette.
Right.
From the other side of the train, I was like, that has to be Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Like, this bull is a man, is a
But
beast.
so was Kwame Brown. He was already 7 feet tall. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
You're right.
I mean, I guess people are they comparing him to other fresh out of high school first round draft picks.
But listen, you played 12 years in the league, dog. So
That's
you're
what I'm
not
saying.
a bust.
Me personally, my personal opinion is, no. After 12 years in the
This
league,
was an average basketball player, and that's
you
cool.
cannot be.
It's cool if an average basketball player is drafted 17th. We wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Who came out?
See,
Oladipo was the 2nd pick. The 15th pick was this Greek dude from
Kwame Brown draft?
Giannis. I'm saying my Anthony Bennett, because that's the one I looked up. An Anthony Bennett draft. Oladipo, Giannis, Alex Len, Michael Carter Williams, Nerlens Noel.
Yeah, so it's not like like, all right.
now see, but this is from like.
And look
also,
how long Giannis took to develop. So like, come on.
But also, like from a fan's perspective, and I guess that's truly what we're speaking from. You can sit here and say, he did 12 years, he made this money, he was 18 years old, out there competing with grown men. You know what I mean? He's got the pension, and he actually did.
Him and Kobe got 82 points together.
Put up
that
some
one time against
Kobe got 82.
Put up some points, So he's not a bust as far as we're concerned, because who makes it to the NBA anyway? Next to nobody, right? You know what I'm saying? But now, if you invested your money in Kwame Brown and you was trying to see, you had expectations of seeing a certain type of return.
Yeah, I mean,
because you thought he was going to be a draw.
He didn't